So guys, what I'm going to do now is that I will give you a few examples. So we're going to do another shell sort example, and we're going to be doing this one, the one at the bottom, because it has intervals of 3, 2, and 1. First, we're going to enter the data in this order, going this way, and then we're going to do it the opposite way, so that you can see that the same sort, the same numbers, can have different complexity and may take longer or less or more time depending on the order in which the data was first given to the sorting algorithm. Okay, so we're going to start here. I have put the numbers in here, and we're going to start with intervals, of 3. So we're going to divide the list by 3, 1, 2, 3. So here is the first one, right here, and then 1, 2, 3, here is the next one. So I'll begin by comparing the first element on each interval. Okay, so that's 33 and 16. So I know they are out of place. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to put number 16 in here, and I will be putting number 33 in here. But before I put the number 33 in here, I'm going to check if 33 is in place with the next one. And it is, so I am going to put the number 33 in here, and therefore my number 55 remains in the same spot. And if you look at this, the sublist that starts with the first element is sorted 16, 33, 55. They are in place. Okay, now I'm going to continue with 21, 8, and 80. So I go with 21 and 8. When I compare them, I know that they are out of spots, out of place. So 8 goes in here, and number 21 will be compared with 80, and 21 is actually going to be right here, and therefore 80 will remain right over here at the end. Okay, now I'm going to have number 4 and 77, and number 4 remains in here compared to 77. 77 and 65, however, are in the wrong order, so number 65 will go right in here, and number 77 will go right in here. Okay, so now I don't know if I am done with my pass of 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I am going to compare again, based in here, because the computer is not going to stop until it goes one pass in a given interval without any changes. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to compare 16 with 33. They are in place. 33 and 55, good. 8 and 21, good. 21 and 80, good. 4 and 65, okay. 65, 77, we're good. So that means we're done with 3. Pow, pow, pow. Okay, so now we're going to do with 2s. So for us to do 2s, we're going to have 16 and 8 are going to be in the next round. So I'm going to write here, I'm going to rewrite it, 16 and 8, and this is going to be my first interval of 2 as of right here, right? Now I'm going to have 4 and 33. So 4 goes in here, 33 goes in here, and here is my second interval. So I go here and I have 21 over here with 65 over here, and again that's my next one, and then I have 55 in here with 80 over here, and there you go. And then my last one only has one element, which means that it will only be compared with the very first one. Okay, so now I am in my passes of 2. So I'm going to compare 16 with 4, and I know there is going to be a change. So 4 will go right in here, right? And 16, it's supposed to go in here. So I'm going to write it in here, but pending a comparison, because now I'm going to compare that 16 with 21. Okay, I am going to write it even though I haven't compared that, so that we can see a different pass here. 16 with 21, yeah, 16 goes here. So now I'm going to compare 21 with 55, and 21 is in the right spot. Okay, so now I go with 55 and 77, and 55 is in the right spot. Now, last but not least, 77 only has one element, but it goes and it is in place. Okay, now I'm going to go with the second part over here, which is the 8 and the 33. So that 8 and 33 gives me, tells me that 8 is in the right spot. Now 33 and 65, 33 is in the right spot, so 33 is the smallest one. Now I'm going to compare 65 with 80, and 65 and 80, 65 is in the right spot here, but I'm going to compare 80 with whatever it was supposed to be here, but there's nothing, so 80 is going to be in the right spot, right? So again, this is my series of 2, right? So now let's check, as the computer will do, and check for a last pass. So for 16, 21, 55, 77, that list is okay. And 8 with 33, 65, and 80 is okay, right? So that means that I am done with my pass of 2. Now I'm going to go by ones, which means that I am going to be checking each one with the neighbor. No need for no more lines, for any more lines, okay? So from here I will continue, and just to begin with and start with a clean slate, I am going to put a line. Ooh, my lines in here are terrible, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and draw my numbers again, just to signify, you know, different paths. I'm going to be at the 1, you know. Basically now what we're going to be doing once we're at 1 is that we're doing some basic insertion sort. That's the whole deal about the shell sort, right? That it's supposed to make it slightly better, and you would see that if you check the big O's. Okay, so here we go, and here is the 77. Okay, so now we're past of 1. 4 and 8, they are in the right spot, so I'm going to put the number 4 in here. Before I write the 8, I'm going to compare with the next one, and 8 is in the right spot, so I'm going to put the 8 right here. Now, before I write the 16, I will compare with the next one, and 16 and 33, that means that 16 is in the right spot in here. And now I'm going to compare 33 with 21. So no, 21 is smaller, so I write the 21, but I am not going to write the 33 until I compare it with 65. And I say, okay, well, yeah, it's smaller, so 33 goes in here. Now I have 65 and 55. 55 is smaller, so I put it right here. And 65, now I'm comparing with 80, so 65 goes in here. 65 compared to 80, you know, it's in there, but now 80 with 77, I have to exchange them right here. 77 is here and 80 is right in there. Now, as the computer would do, it will check again and make sure that the neighbors are in the right order. That will be 4 and 8, they are good. 8, 16, okay, 16, 21, 21, 33, and so on and so forth. And this can be considered sorted. Okay, after this, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to do it with these numbers in the opposite order so you can see the difference.